Hi, moving ahead with working with integers. Today we are going to see how do we divide the integers. And as we are using the same thing, that we are going to take two numbers and see those numbers in different combinations. So today I'm going to use the numbers 12 and the number 4 to work with the integers. And of course I would be using 12 as the dividend, the number to be divided, and 4 as the divisor, the number by which we are going to divide. So the first combination, as usual, we take both of them as positive. So I have positive of 12 to be divided by positive of 4, or simply 12 divided by 4. Now the different ways in which we can actually write this division is either I can write 12 divided by 4 in this way, or I can put 12 over 4, which also represents that 12 is to be divided by 4. Now when I divide 12 by 4, the simple answer is 3, or I can say that when I divide positive 12 by positive 4, I get the answer as positive 3. And when both of the numbers are positive, then it actually does not matter about the sign. Alright, now we take the next thing, that is when the number 12 is negative. So now I divide the negative 12 by the positive of 4. Now just ignore the signs and divide 12 by 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And now dividing the signs. If I divide a negative by a positive, that actually means I am dividing the negative 12 by 4. Now I should see a negative sign over here, because 12 divided by 4 is 3 and I get back the sign. So the negative comes over there at the answer, and the answer is negative 3. It's just simple to remember that if I divide 12 by 4, I get 3, and this negative is simply transferred to the answer. In the same way, if I try to divide the positive of 12 or simply 4 or simply 12 by negative of 4, again I divide the numbers. 12 divided by 4 is the 3, and I can see one negative sign, give that to the answer. So the answer is negative 3. So when I divide 12 by negative 4, I get the answer as negative 3. Now when I try to divide when I try to do a division in which both of them are negative, I mean the divisor and the dividend both are negative, then I have negative 12 divided by negative 4. Now divide 12 by 4, you will get 3. One thing you can do over here is that you can also imagine that you are actually cancelling the signs, the negative by negative. So you actually divide the negative by negative. So you only get the answer as 3, which actually is a positive 3. So that's your answer. Negative 12 divided by negative 4 is the positive 3. Alright, now just to summarize all these things, I can simply put it in this way. When I try to divide the positive by the positive, so positive divided by positive is the positive, negative divided by positive is the negative, positive divided by the negative is the negative, and negative divided by the negative is a positive. Now if you can just recall, this all is very much similar to the multiplying of integers. Whenever you multiply two positive integers, you get a positive. In the same way, whenever you divide two positive integers, you get a positive. And when you are trying to multiply a negative with a positive, you get a negative. In the same way, dividing a negative by a positive gives you a negative. And when you are trying to multiply a positive by a negative, you get a negative. In the very same way, the positive divided by a negative is the negative. And finally, when you multiply the negative with the negative, you get a positive. In the very same way, the negative divided by negative is the positive. We will be doing more on integers in our coming sessions. Thank you.